good morning, good afternoon. We're going to go over my book funnel that I'll be running here in just a couple little bits. Hopefully you watch. If you don't know what a funnel is, it's an online thingy. This is some people call it a sales funnel. I like calling it like a customer journey. Take somebody from a stranger, and it can be offline, online, doesn't matter, but it's a stranger, and they start, you choreograph this journey, this client, this patient journey, you choreograph it. It takes a stranger over here, and they go through your process. They go through your, it's a journey, and at the end of it, they're a stranger. At the end of it, they're your buyer. And throughout the process, they know, love, and trust you. Okay? It's kind of how it goes. Somebody wants to give you money. You kind of got to put a, hopefully you know, today it is possible to do the like thing. I like shooting high and just going ahead and having them love you. Okay? Today's day and age, it's not too hard to do. And then, because internet's kind of leveled the playing field on, like, anybody can reach out. There's a lot of scammers and scum out there, so I would say it's more so this day to make them love you. Make them love you. And they'll love you, they'll give you some money. And they'll let you make some mistakes. They'll forgive you for it. Okay? The guy that kind of started the whole funnels thing, Russell Brunson, he talked about a process where you basically went to a stranger and you bought some. The way he kind of talks about it, I love Russell Brunson to death. I would take a bullet for the guy. Where he's taught funnels is kind of like online. He talks about, oh, hold on, I forgot my TV was on, hold on. I'm back. And where he talked about it was, he shared with them his potato gun story, where he would go online and he would do Google AdWords. It would pay like 5 cents or something for a click, selling how to make a potato gun. And they would land on, so they go from Google AdWords to his sales page. Sales page that sold his DVD on how to build a potato gun. He sold it for like 37 bucks. So at the bottom it was 37 bucks. And it cost him about $10 for a click off of Google to go get this. And it worked pretty good. He was making 30 bucks a day or so. You do like 3 of those. So he was making like 30 to 100 bucks a day. And he was in college, so I was like, wow, that's a lot of money, woo! And just watch it go up. And then Google, 2 things started happening. By the way, this is very doable today. If you want to do it, go for it. What ended up happening is, 2 things, and this is kind of state of that we're in right now, is Google started upping their cost, and so what happened is he would sell this thing for $37, and Google upped their cost, and so it now costs about $50 to sell one thing. So it clicked, they click on over, go through a sales page. There's ways to do it. This is like the conversion of your sales page. Conversion. If you've read 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, it's one of our Sweet 16, Sexy 16 on our Woke Warriors book list. Tim Ferriss talked about the same thing as well, where you go off of, you pay for Google AdWords, and then you go to a sales page, and then you would sell somebody. He used it to test products, to test ideas, he called it test the muse. So there's ways to like like let's say 100 people land on this, 100 people and 1% converted, boom, 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 and it cost you like $1 each one. Like obviously you're gonna sell it for $37, so you're missing out. But let's say you do really good at writing sales pages and writing copy and writing the headline stuff, and you got your conversions up to like 10%. What? This is kind of why I'm bringing up the stories. This is kind of what we're going to be doing with my book funnel here, where we're going to see it in just a second. So all of a sudden, it still took $1 for each of those clicks to basically see that sales page, And so now you took 10%, and let's say your thing cost $37. 100 people saw that, took $100 for those 100 people to see that, and out of those 100, you had 10 that said, yeah, I want to get that. So 10 times $37 is $370. Woo! Okay. And we're not even talking about, there's a whole different world going on with the temperature. They call it the temperature of your this is like traffic. You're sending eyeballs. Another word for traffic is attention. You're sending that over to that sales page. So there's cold, there's warm, there's hot. Nowadays, there's actually ice cold. Manzian. Brain fart in his last name. Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. Shoot, that's gonna bother me. Alex Mendiosia. He's like one of the godfathers. He's like a hidden like secret internet marketer like nobody talks about. He's got an amazing podcast called All Selling Aside. It's fabulous. Fabulous podcast. And he's such a good teacher, this Alex guy. But he's actually says, I do believe there's either 4 or 5. So it's ice cold, cold, warm. Oh, I think there's lukewarm. Yeah, he's got 5. Lukewarm, pretty warm, and then hot. Woo! Hot! Hot fires! So, like, you got to understand where your client is at in these 5 when they actually see the sales page. And that's going to affect the old conversion rates. But anyways, let's just say Google AdWords, they're at this ice cold, they never heard of you. There's none of this no like or no love or trust going on. So we got a little off-winded on there. So anyways, Russell Brunson talks about he would sell this thing for $37. Google AdWords popped it up. And that's another thing that's going on today is we've kind of created this ice cold category where 1,000 people actually see a sales page, but because there's so much crap out there and scammers, your conversion rates are so low because they're in the ice cold range there. Okay, makes sense? So there's the 2 things going on. All of a sudden we're driving up the costs for Russell Brunson. And Google AdWords upped it. A lot of competition going on, a lot of like distrust was going on. This is like the beginning days of the internet where they're like, sure, I trust you, and then pretty soon before long, everybody started getting secured with their money, and then the next step was like they were getting secured with their email address. They weren't giving their information out anymore. So that's typically what could happen there is instead of asking for money, you just ask for their email address, for the information. And then you follow up with them later, okay? So what Russell Brunson did, let me adjust this here, was he created what he called a funnel. So instead of just, he kind of talked about, it's in his book, .com Secrets. It's a fascinating book. He goes kind of tip of the iceberg. All you're seeing with people is the tip of the iceberg. So he actually like went and what he call funnel hack. He actually went through and saw what people were selling on the back end and the upsells and stuff. And he's like, oh, this is how they're doing it. Cool. So then he went and like funnel hacked somebody, went through their funnel, went through their process. And he calls it a lot like going through McDonald's and they're like, you want fries with that? Or somebody shows up for McDonald's and it costs McDonald's like $2 and some cents through advertising and marketing costs to sell a $1.89 hamburger. And then that's where they say, hey, you want to supersize that, fries with that. Hey, you know, we got apple pies, 2 for $1. 2 for $1. Come get some apple pies. And before you know it, like they call this average cart value. So it's like it's like going into Walmart to get like toilet paper. You walked away with like spending $300. How many times have you done that? I've done it like, woo! Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've done that. Okay? Our average cart value goes up, and now you're looking at like $3. So somebody just sold $3. So that's what Russell is called, a funnel. Something like that. Okay? Where, okay, what's that process? What's the tick, 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 tick? Where someone like goes through your checkout and then goes through. So what Russell did is to close that loop there for you, a woke warrior. What Russell did was he sold a $37 thing. It cost him $50 in Google AdWords clicks to get that to sell that $37 info product. And then he sold a upsell for like $50 for a kit. He partnered with somebody and they gave him a kit. Does that make sense? Like a potato gun kit, like all the supplies, all the parts. And I think it was like 30% of people grabbed it. And all of a sudden he was back to making breaking even or a little bit of a profit. And it was like, what? That's so cool. That's so awesome. And so he started making money again. So he's like, oh man, funnels are the coolest. So he started doing that funnel thing all together. So let me break down my book funnel. And then I'll probably give you behind the scenes look at what it all looks like. I don't know. We'll see. Well, let me see how it does, and if it does good or not. I don't know. It's really hard to knock off, so I'll probably just show you. I trust you, so there's probably there. So what's going to happen is I learned about 2 things in the last couple weeks, and it's kind of a couple new developments. Is let me show you the old way of internet, Facebook marketing, where this funnel building process. Let me show you the old way, and let me show you the new way here. Okay, the new way. So let's say I got a book that I want to sell for. I really like the free plus shipping method. Boom, boom. So the free book, it's like a $20 book. You can go get it for $20 on Amazon, but you get it through me here, and you get it free. You just cover the shipping. Okay. Fabulous funnel. So typically, what it looks like is, so the first step is. So you build this funnel, and then you go send some traffic to it. And usually, nowadays, it's 90%. Just learned about this the other day, too. 90% of all online advertising through 2 sites, Facebook and Google. That's it. Google AdWords, Facebook. And so this is traffic. Okay, you're like, okay, how are people seeing this? So you build this funnel. So let's say you're selling a book. Let me show you the old way. The old way of doing it was you would have on Facebook, you would say something not even before you ask for money. It would just be what's called a lead magnet. It's something that they get for free in exchange for the email. Okay? The reason why you want to do that is when you got their email, so you're up to the world of Facebook here. When you got their email, now what you call is traffic you control. This is traffic you rent. When they have your email, now you can control it. So it's really, really sweet. You can email them whenever you want. Boom, 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 boom. Which is kind of funny because nowadays email, it still works, it's still good, but it's getting what's called something what starts with a C, where email's got its own algorithms now. Like your email can land in somebody's promotion and then or in the spam. So kind of the beginning days of Google where they called SEO, where they had SEO stuff, search engine optimization. Like just send an email anymore. doesn't necessarily guarantee that they're going to see it. So it's kind of funny what's going on. But anyways, you get an email address. You say, hey, get my free. It's like a report. We'll just go with report. Something free, report. And then you got their email address over here. And then you send them email number 1, email number 2, email number 3. And then usually around here you, depending on where you're at, now you actually say, hey, I got this thing here to sell ya. You should totally get it. And usually like what's called a limited offer. Hey, it's gonna go away in 3 days. You should get it now. And then it's all emailed. It's all like autoresponders and email autoresponders, and it works pretty good. It still works. Still works very, very good. So what's ended up happening is you spent money to get a lead over here, anywhere like $1 to $10 to $20. You gave Facebook a whole bunch, kind of like we were talking about earlier with that Google, and then you emailed them. Well, you got to write those emails. Somebody's got to write them. They got to click on them. They got to open them up. So there's like a very scientific, combined scientific and artsy way for those to actually get the money. Oh, and then down here is usually the sales page. Down here. So it's usually there, there, there. And of course, you got to add the scarcity and urgency into it. Okay, that's kind of the old way. It still works and it's still good, and it's not as awesome as it once was. We'll put it that way. And what we're kind of coming to a new era now, where and I learned about this a couple weeks ago. It's a combination of a couple things. So what's going to happen, here's my funnel. How deep are we into this? 17 minutes? Or wow. So here's my funnel, my book funnel. And it's going to go really, well, we'll see how it goes. But right into, this is Facebook now. So I'm actually going to have the sales page for it right in Facebook. Okay? The post. So they're going to click the see more. Their attention is there. And I'm going to go right towards asking for money. The free plus shipping. Okay? We got a lot of things working for us today that this is possible. Before, they didn't want us, Facebook not necessarily didn't want us doing that. We were kind of the mindset of the Facebook's a social environment. You can't sell. You got to give value first. You gotta warm them up. It's like it's an online party, so you got to warm them up and then ask for money. That's like proposing on the first date. And so that's why it was like short video, short posts, in and out, boom, 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 boom. Warm them up later. At the beginning, just do it like that. And I'm actually doing a thing too where a helpful video, where it's nothing but pure value. Pure value. It's like a 4-minute long, where it just kind of helps them out a little bit. I'm going to be doing another video too, where it's a concept I call false belief bashing. It's like kind of all the reasons why they wouldn't buy over here. I go ahead and make a video about that and send it to them. Say, hey, you might have known the old way of doing Facebook marketing was this. Well, did you know about this new way going on? So all of a sudden they'll get to this sales page, and then what you can do with Facebook, you can actually retarget with the sales page. That way they're not, we talked about the temperature earlier, they're not totally cold, ice cold when they go into this. They'll see the, my Facebook, my little post there, my little picture, yay! And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I know that guy. He had a video earlier, okay. Versus what's this long sales page, okay? You don't necessarily have to do that. There's people that are having successful going right to what's called cold traffic. Cold traffic. You don't necessarily got to do that. And so that's kind of the one thing going for you. The other thing going for you is the Facebook algorithm. You can actually tell the Facebook algorithm to go find me some buyers. And then Facebook will actually make this show up in buyers' faces. People that have already spent money online. And so that's the other thing that's going for you as well. So you got that one. Facebook will find you buyers. And the other one going for you is the fact that people are getting trusting buying stuff online, buying stuff from Facebook. This has to do with like e-com and Amazon. Like people are spending money. In the beginning, they were like, wait, I'm not giving you money. I don't know you. Da, 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 da. So they're kind of like, it's the buying environment of internet is getting a lot better. It's getting pretty good, okay? So we got a nice long sales page. Free plus shipping book. Boom. And then I've heard people, I'm selling it for $9. I've heard of anybody up to like $97 doing something like this. The tension's already there. So it's kind of like that, what we talked about with that Google AdWords where somebody Googled something and then with Russell Brunson and then they clicked over from Google to Russell Brunson's sales page. This is like possible for someone to see that sales page and we only get charged by Facebook if they click this to go to the order page. So it's just a sweet setup where I kind of discovered, I didn't discover it. I watched, what was it? Keith Krantz from Perpetual Traffic. He had a guy on that was like, kind of discovered this and then is now like bringing it to the masses. So I was kind of an early adopter to this. So you go right from Facebook to an order page, okay? Where it's I get put in your information, secure, SSL, blah, 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 lock, and all that. So then they got the $9, and then I'm sending the book, okay? And then from there, at the bottom of this is what's called an order bump. So now we are doing it via like the original funnel way, the original funnel. Funnels have kind of like morphed through where it's like people talking about the entire process, like we brought the emails up earlier. Like that would have been included in the funnel, was the emails and stuff. So it's kind of like from stranger all the way to becoming a buyer all the way. So anyways, order bump. With the free push it with books, I like piggybacking off of what's already done. You can go so many different ways with the order bump. Usually it's to add on to what they did already, or there's another problem that they didn't know that they have, that you go ahead and you include it, that they're going to have. Like say, for instance, Russell Brunson's, if you go through and buy his .com secrets, where it shows you like step for step how to do a funnel, how to do all that, the stories, backstories, what is a funnel. So you buy that book and he says, by the way, you're going to get a chapter out of this book that is traffic secrets. You're going to have a funnel. Now I'm going to show you how to fill that funnel. I think you call it like the Philip secrets or something like that. So that was like, somebody's like, oh, I didn't know that. And you sold that for like something dollars. I like going off of what they did already. So here's a book. So they're not really, what you need to understand, the psychology of a book, Dean Jackson talks about this all the time, it's just absolutely brilliant, is, he goes, people aren't actually buying the book, they're buying the result from the book. They could care less about the book. They're mad that they got to read in order to learn something and then apply that to get what they really want. Let's say how to lose 30 pounds. Let's say the beginning days of the internet and weight loss. How to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Let's say that's a book. Okay. So that's the book. Let's say somebody's buying. They don't really want the book. Okay, this is selling 101. Remember, they want 30 pounds down in 30 days. So they're kind of like mad. They're like, ah. So the book is just kind of an identifier. The book's kind of a, Dean Jackson calls hand raisers. Like, these strangers that you're presenting this book to, this free book to, there's going to be the people that raise their hands and say, yes, I want that. What's that tell you about them? That they want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, that they have weight to lose. So it's a really hot lead. It's a hot candidate. Okay? So I like doing an order bump here because with the order bump, it's like a split decision. So it's got to be like off of the information and secrets and knowledge that they already downloaded, I call it like downloaded, from reading my sales page. So here's like, let's say the journey. Here's A. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, A to B. They want the result. They want the outcome. They want the after. This is like the before and this is the after. They want to be down at 30 pounds, okay? So a book is like to get that after, because then they got to read the information. Nobody reads anymore, right? But it's a split. They're like, yes, I got. It's like a big checkbox in their mind. They're like, oh, all right, I got that information. So as far as the process they got to go to, it's the long road to get there. Okay. So I like doing on the order bump. Shortcut. So something like an audio book, something like a short course. Say, hey, you got the information from the book, but it's like they only give you like a little bit of the thing there. How'd you guys get audio book and then a short video course with short videos where the video experience of the book? How would you like that? Like, and then you'll charge, let's say I'll be charging probably like $17 for that audio book, because most people would rather listen to it, right? It's kind of easier for them. It's faster for them for that information. And then from here, I will be selling I'll be split testing some prices, but it's an actual, like, in my sales page for this, it's like, okay, that book covered about 20% of what you need to know as far as this. I'm walking a small group through. This is like my beta group. This is my beta group where they get this on steroids. So they get like a huge course that I put together. So it's still everything that they get. They're getting this result plus me. I will give one-on-one attention to them. Questions, answers. You'll get Facebook. You're going to be my pilot testers of it. And I don't know if I want to do 197 or 97 and see how many people jump on that. So by the time somebody goes through it, I've heard of people like making money. So this goes to a brand new person. They've never seen this before. It'd be better if they probably see a helpful video here. You just like put this in front of somebody and you just like boost it or spend a little bit of money, and usually it's like engagement or video views. They just see it. And then you, in front of, let's say, 10,000 people see that helpful video. Out of those, you put in front of the sales page. Here. And that could work. We'll see where that goes. I don't like quite doing that because you just let Facebook's algorithm, the Facebook algorithm now is like really, really popular. Powerful. Where where Facebook knows who the buyers are. So you just tell Facebook, hey, go give me some buyers for this thing. Whereas I probably won't be able to do that with this here, okay? So what's cool about that know, love, and trust is they kind of get to know that by my sales page. So like this is a sales page. It's about 2,000 some words for me. And then I got a video that's a testimonial video of somebody applying the information there and getting their world totally rocked. It's a very like emotional testimonial. Like it's like tear jerking when somebody watches it, and so it's an asset. It's an asset for your business. Whew. So I'm gonna go set that all up. I'll let you know how it goes. Wow, this is a good one. Proud of you, Oak Warrior. Proud of you. You're stepping up in the world. You're getting there. And we covered a lot today. Lots of stuff all about funnels, Google AdWords, Facebook. Couple different versions of funnels, a book, what to sell on your order bump, what to sell over here. Oh, another version I heard about it too is kind of like this combination is like what the person needs to do. They're like, what you need to do is keto. So your book's all about keto. And then your beta group or your actual like higher dollar amount is, okay, this is how you do all that. This is like, what you need to do is and so it's kind of like think along the lines of like steroids on that. Or you can always, I'll do a downsell too, like, oh, you can't do $97. How about split her up 2 for $49? How's that sound? If somebody can't do that. So I'll test those 2 prices there. And this is kind of what I do before doing all that, kind of think through the steps and kind of whiteboard it or on the notebook it, just kind of get it going. And what you really want to get into is, before all this, is the psychology of a person. Specifically like what it is that they want down here. Like just toss up something like that. So it's a lot of stuff that we'll think over, that we'll go through some other time. Cool? All right, cover it today. Stay tuned. We will see how that goes. Love you, Woke Warrior. Keep kicking that butt. Keep kicking that fear in the balls. Love you lots more next time.